Welcome, welcome. So today, this might end up being a little longer training than usual, but today I'm going to be talking about basically the 4 steps to creating a thriving business and brand online. And so let's go ahead and hop right into this because I have been coaching and mentoring someone who was in the beauty industry, and it kind of sparked the conversation because she's been going through videos, she's been going through trainings, and she reached out in a message last night and said, I'm still struggling when it comes to content. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is the exact same process that I took her through last night when we were talking. The first question I asked her, which is the very first step, is what is your brand? She replied back with her company name. Now, understand, especially if you're in network marketing, that your brand, your business, it's not your company, okay? Your business and your brand is you. The question that you want to ask is, what do you want people to think of? Think about your brand. What do you want to be known for? When somebody says your name, what do you want them to think of? Whether you realize it or not, everybody has a brand. So I'm going to give you a few examples. So think about ESPN, okay? Their brand is all around sports, right? So they feed the sport enthusiast. Same thing like if you think about Cartoon Network. They have a brand and it's all aimed towards like kids and cartoons. For those of you who are in the online business realm, think about Amy Porterfield. Now with her, Amy's brand is very much around list building, doing webinars, and creating courses, okay? That's what she's known for. Danette May, if you know her, she's got a huge social media following. She's very big in the fitness realm, the health and wellness realm. You have Maury Smith, who is very much known for being like the Facebook expert. So much so that Facebook even hired her, okay? Now for me, when somebody says Sherry Brown, I very much am big into social media marketing and branding, mainly Facebook. I do not teach. I am not extremely knowledgeable when it comes to any other social media platform. I'm very big into videos. I love doing Facebook Lives, and I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to outsourcing, okay, and teaching people how to really leverage their time, how to work smarter and not harder. For you, it might be something different. Do you want to be known as that skincare guru, the beauty guru, the health and wellness person? Do you want to be known as like the travel guru? So if somebody thinks, hey, I want to take a trip, so you want them to think of you, to contact you to get more information. Now, I'm going to give you a resource as well, and that's the book called Magnetic Sponsoring by Mike Dillard. If you have not read it, I would highly recommend you pick it up. It is a phenomenal book, and I think anybody who's looking to build a business online, it needs to be like mandatory. Once you have your brand in place, the second thing you want to think about is your target market. Okay, when it comes to target market, the easiest way that I can explain it is I want you to picture and identify your ideal customer. So who's your ideal customer, your ideal client, your ideal business partner? Like, who is the ideal person that you want to work with? Okay, what qualities do they have? Where do they live? What's their age range? Are they male? Are they female? What are their problems? What are their struggles? These are all questions that you really need to ask yourself when it comes to identifying your target market. The reason why the vast majority of people online never make a dime is because the vast majority of people online have no clue how to market. They do not have their solid foundation laid, so to speak. And so obviously, if you don't have this foundation, it's going to be very hard to create any type of business. It's going to be very hard to generate any leads or make any sales. The riches are in the niches, okay? So understand that when you're trying to talk to everybody, what ends up ultimately happening is you end up like attracting nobody, okay? So you have to get very specific when it comes to your target market. The third thing that you need to do now is you want to pick how you're going to market. Okay, so think about your business model. What does your business model look like? Now, for me, I'm very big into Facebook. So when it comes to social media, you need to decide, okay, which social media platform am I really going to master? Am I really going to learn? Okay, because the worst thing you could do is sit here and try to master like multiple social media platforms. They all speak a different language. What is acceptable on one is not acceptable on the other. So I really want you to narrow it down. So which social media platform are you going to use? How are you going to get your message out there? Is it going to be through video? Are you going to set up a website, set up a blog, okay? Now, once you have which mediums that you're going to use to get your message out there, the fourth step is content creation, okay? The biggest tip I can give you here is to stay consistent, okay? Now with content creation, what you're gonna do is you're going to start creating valuable content that's going to solve their problems, because that's what's going to attract people to you. That's what's going to build that know, like, and trust factor. And without that know, like, and trust factor, if you are not able to build rapport with your prospects, they will never buy from you, okay? They're not going to be a loyal customer. So the best thing you can do, the best way to attract people, is by becoming a person of value, educating yourself, educating your audience, doing it on a daily basis, not just when you feel like it, okay? If you're with a network marketing company, go to your back office, look at some of the training, okay? Then just reteach that. One of the things that I started doing back when I went from a total spammer to like a 360 overnight, by using what Ray Higdon calls his ILT method. That's where you invest your time to learn something and then you teach it, okay? And so back when I had no results, that's what I started doing. I started going through trainings, listening to webinars, reading books. And all I did was I started sharing what I was learning. And then before you knew it, people started coming to me, asking me questions. And if I didn't know the answer, guess what I would do? I would research it. And here's one of the things that I love that Ray Higdon had talked about previously. All of that knowledge is uncashed checks for you, okay? So the more that you can teach, the more valuable you become in the eyes of your prospects. Again, my big tips when it comes to creating content is be consistent, be a person of value. Don't sit here and try to just pitch stuff. Put yourself in the shoes and the eyes of your prospects. Know that we love to buy, but we don't like to be sold to. People don't care about how awesome your products are. All they care about is finding a solution to a problem that they have. So if you could be that person who is constantly feeding value, that's how you're going to generate more leads. That's how you're going to make more sales. And that's how you're going to skyrocket your business in the long run. So I hope you got some value from this today. And until next time, bye.